The World Cup is upon us. Whether you love it, hate it, or have a complicated relationship with it because you love football but you know that it's an ethical shitfest, you cannot escape it. I know that football can be really hard to understand, especially for us women, because the female eye can't actually see spherical shapes. Side note, that's why high heels aren't circular. So I thought I'd make a video to explain the offside rule, something that's inexplicably talked about all the time even though it's actually the simplest fucking rule you could pick. The offside rule dictates that when one footballer pisses off another footballer, he should roll his eyes off to the side and then rise above it. The offside rule means that any player who scores a hat-trick immediately gets to go off the pitch and order a side of chips. The offside rule was conceived 100 years ago after one particular football team had a really heavy night of drinking after the season was over. Their goalkeeper, Andy Hans Andersen, was so drunk that he could only walk sideways like a crab. This unfortunately led to him wandering into oncoming traffic. Luckily, he survived. Learning from this terrifying cautionary tale, a new rule was born. If someone is staggering off to the side, it's time to call it a night and get them home safely. Footballers are so thoughtful. The offside rule is actually called that because the person who invented it had a tendency to mumble, and the person who was writing it down didn't quite hear what they said. It was actually meant to be the off-slide rule, which dictates that only one player at a time can play on the slide. The other players have to use the swings or the bouncy horse while they wait their turn. It was actually meant to be the cough pride rule. You should take pride in your coughs. They're just another part of how your body works. It was actually meant to be the Where's Clyde rule. Clyde was always late. The offside rule means family, and family means nobody gets left offside. The offside rule is a special type of ruler. The offside rule is a Swedish folk song. The offside rule applies whenever I'm on the wrong side of town, there's more than two people between me and a burrito, and somebody passes me a margarita. Carnage. Total carnage. The offside rule was designed specifically for condescending men in pubs to use as a test for any women there watching the match, to determine whether or not they are worthy of watching grown men kick each other. I was on Twitter the other day and my friend ALB in Wonderland, I say she's my friend, she's emailed me once, so obviously now we're best friends, had posted a tweet which made me laugh.